Hey, I'm Tammy and I do math for coffee, and we are doing this challenge problem right now, but maybe it won't be so challenging. Let's see how this goes. It's not a proof, even though they're saying given. We're just supposed to find all these missing angles. So we are told that M is parallel to N, J is perpendicular to K, and that the measure of angle A is 48 degrees, and we're asked to find all the missing angles. So let's fill in what we know to be true here. All right, M is parallel to N. So this is line M, and this is line N. They look parallel, but they have to tell you that they're parallel. So let's just mark them as parallel, and that shows that they are parallel in a diagram. We know that J is perpendicular to K. They make 90-degree angles. So we know that's 90 degrees, and we know that that's 90 degrees. These other two are 90 degrees together too, but I'm not going to mark that right now. I'm sorry, my 90-degree corner looks kind of lopsided. A is 48 degrees, so we can just pop that in right here. Well, then right off the bat, we know that C is also 48 because those are vertical angles. Look at this. This is a triangle, and it's a right triangle. And all of the angles inside of a triangle are supposed to add up to 180. We know that we have the 90, so I'm gonna do a little math over here, 180 for the entire triangle. And if you subtract the 90-degree angle we already know about, that leaves us with another 90-degree angle. We're gonna take 48 away from that, and that's gonna leave us with 42. I did that in my head, but you can do subtraction. You'd have to borrow, and that would become an 8. And that would become a 10. 10 minus 8 is 2, and 8 minus 4 is 42. So we know that this one is 42 degrees. I'm just kind of working my way around the diagram. If that's 42 degrees, that's a straight line. That means this is 180 degrees too. So now if we take the 180 that make from the straight line, and we're going to subtract that 42 degrees, 7, there's an 8, 10 minus 2 is 8, 7 minus 4 is 3, and you bring down the 1. So this is 138 degrees. Let's do that same trick up here for A and B. We know that this is a straight line, so this is 132 degrees. Okay, cool. We need to get at D and E, and this seems like you're going to need to remember a property to make this pretty easy. We know that M and N are parallel, and you got to think about parallel lines in a transversal. These are your two parallel lines, and this is a transversal going through it, which means you have angle relationships that you can use. You can follow what I'm doing here. There's two parallel lines, and then there is a transversal. We know that this angle is going to be congruent to that angle. They're called corresponding angles. If this is where I stick A, and this is where I stick D, you see their corresponding angles right here? All right, so D is the same size as A, which makes this also 48. And now we need to subtract 48 from 90 to figure out what E is, and we already did that once. This is 42. And we are done with that problem. That wasn't even really that hard. It looked kind of complicated, but that really wasn't so bad. So go ahead and click into this video next.